Let's see, this one is just gobbling it down. Angelo-san is just gobbling that pizza down. He's very happy with the price. He's very happy with the waiting time too, which is great. So we have a profitable business right now. We got to get up to 15,000. That should be very easy because we not only have this location, but the other one by the stadium, so that's very good. Stock boy, hurry up, man, fill it up. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Pizza Connection 3. This is a tycoon game where you build your pizzeria empire from the grounds up. Now what's cool about this, there is obviously a tycoon element to the game, which I'm a big fan of. It's very serious in that nature, but there's also a story campaign, which has a bit more of a wacky side. So it's got tycoon elements with a bit of humor, which I'm a big fan of. Here, check this out. You could literally hire goons. That's right, hire goons! You can hire goons to shake down and muscle the competition. And because we're running a pizza empire, the mob is also involved, because you know, you got the pizzeria, you gotta have the mobsters, huh? That's probably a really terrible mobster impression, but you know what I'm saying. You could actually join the mob, and the mob could also shake you down too, so sounds fairly intriguing. We probably won't get that far here in this one video, but if you guys enjoy it, let me know, and we might do more of this down the line. For now, we gotta make our avatar character, so that's not what I look like whatsoever. In case you were wondering if I'm a middle-aged white woman, no, I'm not. Contrary to popular belief. I am indeed a male, apparently a really husky one. I've been indulging a bunch of my own pizza and my own product. Let's see, what do we have here? Very old? Apparently the old Falcon jokes are becoming a reality now. Oh, what am I, like a pencil neck geek or what? Get out of here. You know what, let's just go ahead and indulge in old Falcon, why not? So I'm gonna be Don Falcon. I already sound like a mobster. You know where I'm headed here, aren't I? What's gonna be the name of my pizzeria? The brand anyway, La Costa Supreme? No, it's gonna be the, Mamma Mia Pizza. How cliche, I know. Alrighty guys, and here we are in game. Now to give you a little bit of a heads up, right now we're about to get a letter from our great uncle. I'm gonna go ahead and skip that because the guy talks really slow, and I want to show you guys more of the gameplay. However, to give you a long story short, he's gonna talk to us about the small inheritance he's leaving to us so we could start running the pizzeria empire that he left behind. And by empire, it's literally just a little small truck that sells pizza on the side of the road. But you guys can pause and read that if you want to. I'm gonna go ahead and skip it though.
Last time I saw you.
Alright, be sure to pause and read if this is really important to you guys. I'm gonna continue now. So, this right here is the pizzeria that we just talked about right now. Let me pause so that we're not running in real time. And as you can see, he was selling pizza on the side of the road. The first restaurant, right, got it. We gotta pick the pizza cart right now. So I'm gonna do that. So it's not really a great location. We gotta find a better location to begin with. So let's go into move. And if we come over here to this park. Yeah, I got it, thank you. If we come over here to this park, we have, oh boy, 115 people around the 15 to 18 hour marker. And that'll be tourists, so a very tourist heavy attraction. And we also have a couple of old people here within maybe 12 to 15, 9 to 15. So I think this is not a bad position, but let's find out what else is available to us. Over here we have 25 14s. All right. I'm really liking that. Oh, this is not too bad as well. Here we got a lot of big shots and also a couple of oldsters. This is not really too bad. There's actually a lot of different type of customers over here as well. And if we come down here, that's not too great. And over here, this is basically dominated by teens, so this might be a school of some kind, I would say. So I'm liking either this one or the park. And you know what? I'm gonna go with the park. So we can deal with tourists and a couple of oldsters as well. Now what's really cool about this, you can change the shape of the pizza, whatever you kind of want to go with here. We can make a square one, this really weird star-shaped one, triangle as well, and what's also cool, you go ahead and make it to whatever shape you want to do it here. So I'm not sure what the hell you would do here. Can I make it like a booty? I made like a booty pizza. If I could just kind of maneuver you this way. Alright, let's stop messing around. Let's just make a legit pizza here to start off with. I don't want to get too experimental just yet because we're barely starting the business off. I don't want to scare my possible clients away with a booty pizza. So the first thing we're looking for is tourists. Now, if we come over here to the ingredients, which we obviously got to do, we can see that tourists apparently like vegetables in their pizza. Not too crazy about cheeses. They're alright with the meats. They're alright with the fish. Not really too crazy about, apparently, what is this? Banana and peach in your pizza? That's a really weird pizza. And they really love the condiments. Alright, so let's start off over here by, I'm a big fan of mushrooms. So let's go over here to ingredients for the veggies to begin with. We have mushrooms right over here. What's cool about this, you can set up different sizes for the ingredients we want to put in. So this is going to be like a whole mushroom, which I could do. However, we could also go into the second size and do that. Or we go ahead and make it the smallest size imaginable. And I'm not sure if I feel comfortable giving an entire mushroom to a pizza. So I'm going to dice it down to the smallest size possible. And we'll go ahead and put mushrooms all over the place over here. Now, what I want to do is go over to my live comments and go over to tourists. And this will give you an idea if they're enjoying this pizza they're going to put out to the market or not. So right now, tourists say they can afford this pizza. So I'm going to start adding a bit more of these ingredients over here, and hopefully this works out for the best. The pizza's going to have a bunch of weight to it as well. So right now we're at 132. So this is fine. They can afford the pizza, and the weight of the pizza is okay. So we've met that requirement. Now let's go ahead over here and add something different. Let's go over to the condiments, which I do love. And how about we try some oregano over here? And we'll do the smallest option of oregano. We could go up to the big old leaves over here. But I think the small ones will do. And we'll start spreading this bad boy all around over here to give them a little bit of different ingredients, right? We can't just serve a pizza with nothing but mushrooms. I mean, you could, but I think people would like a little bit of variety in there. So the pizza has a good amount of toppings this far. That is very good to see. How about we go ahead and add some sort of meat in there too? Now, I'm personally a big fan of salami. I prefer salami over pepperoni. What? Fight me about it. I'm curious too. Let me know, guys, or you guys let me know what type of pizza you like, what type of ingredients you like in your pizza. And maybe if we play more of this down the line, I can make a couple of custom pizzas based on your suggestions. We'll see. Ants? Wait a minute, I just noticed this down here. Ants and grasshoppers and maggots? What? Okay, do you guys enjoy maggots and ants in your pizza? That's a really weird pizza, I gotta say, but that's kind of really intriguing. Wait, we'll do salami for this one right now, because I'm not sure if I feel comfortable putting grasshoppers and ants in there right now at the moment. So, let's see, let's load this bad boy up. And right now, let's see, I find the use of ingredients in this pizza okay. Good amount of toppings, the weight's fine, and we can afford this pizza. So I think that's actually fairly good. I'm gonna go ahead and save this. And we're gonna call this, we gotta give it a name now too. We're gonna call this the meaty bulb. That's not how you spell bulb. The meaty bulb, I said, because we got a lot of meat. And the mushrooms have a little bit of a bulbous shape to it. And yes, there's a bit of an inside joke in there too, you could probably figure out, because I'm a big pervert. So we'll save that. Okay. Now this part's very important because since we're really starting off for business, we don't want to get too crazy with a lot of different ingredients. We want to keep the pizzas limited to the ingredients we have available because we don't have a storehouse just yet. So for now, let's go back out. We're still paused. Let's go to the menu here, and we'll put the meaty bulb on the menu. Excellent. Now we have to add one more pizza, which is great because our second customer clientele here is going to be the oldsters, so I think we'll probably be aiming around 12 o'clock for opening hours. So we'll probably push this over here. We'll open up at 12 and go up to 21. Now for the old people, how about we get a bit experimental? Maybe we'll give them a square pizza because, you know, maybe they like edges to hold the pizza better. I don't know. I'm not sure what goes on through old people's minds. You could say, Falcon, you're old yourself. I'm not that old, okay? I'm semi-old, not completely old. So for this one, let's start off with salami. Because we know we like the salami, let's also switch this over to the oldsters if we can. Keep an eye on what they're saying about this pizza. So we'll load it up with some salami. Do you guys like condiments too? Apparently they do. We could probably get some more oregano in there as well, which we're using for the other one too. Sure, why not? So let's use oregano as well. This will be very similar to the tourist one. But we'll switch it up with something different for the oldsters. We'll probably give them, I'm not even sure. What else do you guys enjoy? Let's go over to fish. Old people, they're happy about fish. They don't like veggies apparently either. It's kind of weird. Why don't you like vegetables? It's probably good for your body at that age. They don't like fruits either. How about we go over to fish to change it up a little bit? So we have tuna, we have squid, anchovy, salmon, crab. Those are kind of really expensive though. So I'm thinking either squid or tuna for the old people. It's gonna be one smelly pizza, man. Let's go with tuna. I'm a big fan of tuna. So we'll load it up over here. And, oh, there we go. The price of this pizza is okay, and the weight's perfect. All right. So I think that'll work out for the old folks. Let's go ahead and save. I'm going to call this the stinky geezer. As I basically offend all of my possible clientele there. What do you mean the stinky geezer, huh? Save it. And it'll be 110% margin as well. So wow, we're selling 2 pizzas at roughly $30 each. We are a high price establishment over here, boys, I'm telling you right now. So that's good. Let's go and, we did save it, correct? Yes, we did. Let's go back outside. And let's go ahead and put that one on the menu as well. So menu, the stinky geezer, ready to go. Oh, what is it now?
I'm old, and I'm afraid I've actually forgotten your name over the years.
Okay. Once again, guys, you can pause and read this at your own volition. But he's telling us to prosper in the business, apparently. So, earn more money. That we can do. So now, we're going to open up at 12, we mentioned, right? So we're going to be closed here for a while. Let's speed it up a little bit. And soon enough, we'll start opening up, and we'll start seeing all the possible people coming over here and start rolling by. And you can tell them by the little pizza icon what they're looking for. Who's the possible client? So, we are now open for business. I'm in the red as well. Yeah, that's to be expected. But I want everybody here to gather up around my little pizzeria cart on the side of the road and buy some pizza. Let's speed it up. Oh my god. We got a lot of money fast there. This is the perfect prime opportunity for selling pizza. Oh, there's probably a game happening too. No wonder. So let's see here. One of the guests, an old, already very bent man, makes you a suggestion. I represent, well, I knew your great uncle. He asked me to watch your activities and I'm impressed. So I'd like to offer you taking over one of Carmine's former restaurants. So we're about to get our very first business location here finally. We have to get up to 4,500 for that. I believe that considering how well we're selling these right now, that won't be a problem. We got it already. Hey, who would have thought? A $30 pizza selling off the shelves. Perfect. So now let's go over to the next chapter. So, here we go. After all, the restaurant that you were offered is not exactly first class. The location is mediocre and it looks a bit run down. 5,000 plus rent is already steep. But the place is fully furnished, which saves a lot of money, and all you need to do is hire some personnel. So right now we gotta hire people. We basically have to set up 2 shifts. We need 2 cooks, 2 servers, and 2 stock people as well. So let's start off by, yeah, I got it. I got it! Get out of here! I'm trying to get a lot of into this video, man. So employees. So the first thing we're looking for is going to be a couple of cooks. And we want to keep their average pay for both of them at $350, because we're barely starting off, we're kind of broke still. So let's go off and do a sort by price. And we want to keep everybody under $350, or we could do like one high one and one low one. But if we keep everyone around $350, we'll have like 2 adequate cooks for both of the shifts, so that's fairly good. Right now, I'm looking at Stefano Pellegrini, who's got terrible speed, but amazing cooking quality. But I'm not crazy about that speed, especially once people start complaining about how slow we're going. So how about we pick up Filippo Donati and Tommaso Conte? Roughly average, you know, they're not too bad. So I think we'll do that one. Now, the thing we got to figure out, though, is what time's going to be open, so we could shift them in that area, and also what type of customers we're dealing with. So here, it seems that the highest customer base will be tourists, which is great because we have a tourist pizza already. And the second one is going to be red, which happens to be student. So we're looking for tourist and student pizzas now going forward. And apparently my high impact hours will be pretty late. Yeah, really late. So into late early morning is what I'm looking at here. So let's start off with Stefano Pellegrini. When does it start going up? Giggity giggity. Maybe 21, huh? So we'll pick up Filipino. Yeah, I can imagine what ethnicity he's from. Filippo Donati from 15 to 21 works out for me. Now, we met the average, which is perfect. Now we need 2 service people. So we'll come down here, let's sort by price, and we're looking at an average of 300. And luckily for us, everybody isn't at 300 as it is, so we can just pick up the highest class ones, which will be Elisa De Galli. And we'll place her in my high impact hour, and we'll put Francesco Testa over here. Now we need the stalkers. And for the stalkers, let's come down here and go by price, and we're looking at an average of 300. So we already have a 300 right here. 322 is going to put us over. So I'm thinking we go maybe Nicole Rossetti along with Antonio Milani. That works out splendidly for me. So customers want to eat. Now that the crew is ready to work, it's time to decide the menu. create at least 3 more pizzas. So we need 5 pizzas on the menu to start off with. We already have 2. Now, mind you, my other business is still running at the same time. So we'll have the little pizzeria, or this pizzeria here, and we'll also have the cart running by the stadium, which is great. So we have 2 sources of income right now. And let's assign one for the students. Now, for the students, you know, they're younger kids probably, so we give them a strange shape. We'll give them a triangle pizza this time. And for the students, let's see what they love. Kidney beans. Kidney beans. You know what? Let's go with kidney beans. Why not? And that's the smallest size for the beans. That's a lot of beans, man. Let's go with the smallest size. So this will be for students, so we need to switch this over to student for now. And we'll start decking this bad boy up over here with the old beans for the students. It's gonna be one smelly classroom, man, I gotta tell you. So we got that. They apparently like fruits too, right? So how about we come over here and we do... Apples are fairly cheap. Bananas are fairly cheap as well. Should we try banana for the students? Let's try banana. Kidney beans and banana. Something tells me this might be a really terrible disaster. Like people will be running to the restroom pretty often. What else do we have here? How about some curry? Kidney beans, bananas, and curries. I'm not sure they're gonna enjoy this. Hey, they're happy with that one. Check that out, they're smiling. Let's just go and load it up like this, and I think this will work out. Why not? And we need a name for the students. We're gonna call this, Silent but Deadly. Because let's be honest here. It's a lot of kidney beans in this pizza, man. One stinky classroom. That's a very cheap pizza, too. $2 to produce and only 4 to sell. Okay, why not? So that's gonna be the third one. We still need 2 more. Now, since we're running out of time with this video, I'm gonna start making these off camera. I'll come back in once we have them ready to go, and we'll see what happens afterwards. So give me a second or 2 here. Alrighty, so here we got the worker pizza, because I want to kind of cater to everybody around the area, right? So workers will work out pretty well. As you can see, they're loving this one. For this one, we just got nothing but mozzarella and salami. Just something really, you know, I work at a construction site, so I need a bunch of, like, protein and cheeses in my pizza, so we need a name for this one here. This better not be saving over the one that we have, Silent but Deadly. It's my students' one. So for the workers, I'm going to call this, since we have a ton of salami in there, we got, we got the meats. I hope Arby's does not sue me for this. We got the meats. All right. And that's been saved as well. That's going to be selling for $18 reduce, which is great. So we have 4 pizzas now. We're just missing 1 more. Alrighty, guys. So for this one, this will be for the big shots. And because they're really big shots, I'm going to call this the Hipster Delight. It's got some chickpeas, some strawberries, some mozzarella, and some ham. We went a bit different with the ingredients this time, which might be a problem for keeping up stock early on, but we'll see if it works out. And this is only going to cost $3.86. We're going to jack up the price to $8.49 because we're scumbags this way. Hipster Delight works out for me. Now we have 5 pizzas. Let's go back down, put this on the menu, and set up our store hours if we can. So menu, Hipster Delight, 5 pizzas it is. Okay, so customers want diversity. There are many people from all walks of life passing by. Try to adjust your recipes and equipment so that 3 citizen types are at least 45% satisfied with your restaurant. If we go to Architect, we could actually move stuff around and buy some more different equipment. But right now, we're still broken early on, so I would say we should not do that at the moment. So let's skip this introduction, come back out over here. We are now open for business. And here we have my server, we have my chef back over here, my stock boy is running over here. Now the problem is we have absolutely no ingredients out here, we have the cops as well. The cops want to get into my pizza, we have a couple of twins coming in for my pizza as well, it does seem. Now the problem is we won't be able to serve their orders because we got no ingredients, so they showed up a bit too early here. But, you know, after a day or 2, we should be able to, like, you know, fill the stockroom up with some ingredients. But at the moment, my guy is running off to the warehouse somewhere. I think he takes the subway to get the ingredients for us. Where is this guy at? We have, like, the worst stock boy of all time. Where's he at? Oh, there he is! He even jaywalked to get over here. Load that up, man! I need some pizza ingredients over here. There we go. So the chef is now working. We have a ton of people waiting. Oh, boy. I hope you guys are ordering the same thing, because my ingredients are very low at the moment. That stock boy better be off just getting some more ingredients right now, because, oh boy. But we're making some money. We're making money, which is good to see. Oh, we're dropping a little bit here, too. What's going to happen is we stock up, because we got to buy those ingredients. But as you can see, a lot of these people are happy, I think. Let's see. This one is just gobbling it down. Angelo Sana's just gobbling that pizza down. He's very happy with the price. He's very happy with the waiting time, too, which is great. So we have a profitable business right now. We got to get up to 15,000. That should be very easy because we not only have this location, but the other one by the stadium, so that's very good. Stock boy, hurry up, man, fill it up. Dude, we got a lot of people in here today. So let's speed it up here. I want to get up to 15,000 because we're almost out of time with this video, but I want to see what happens at the next marker. This will be the late night hours, right? Yeah, we're going into late night hours now. And this is going to be very tourist heavy, apparently. But again, we're missing the ingredients for some of the pizzas. So my freaking stock boy's off somewhere, God knows where. And I'm not sure why, but there's a ton of old people here in the middle of the night. Shouldn't you guys be like in home? Like I'm worried for your safety. Like go off home. Don't come in here and order pizza at this time. How did you like that pizza though, lady? Well, she seemed very content about it. She's an oldster. Good price, good waiting time. Furniture though, and pizza rating quality based on ingredient quality. So this is something we'd definitely work on. And I kind of want to switch this to another area now because if we have the tourist pizza here that's really high, and we also have one in our other location, I think like maybe something for teens, which is something we don't really cater to, would be ideal. So you should probably move this card, put a teen pizza, and move it to that college we saw earlier. But let's see, either way, we're open up for business now. And we apparently have another ball game here today too, so the money looking pretty good.
Dear Mr. Montago, your father had to disappear to save your life and your mother's. And it wasn't the Frodados who threatened them. For all we know, he's still alive. A friend.
Oh no. This might be the mob aspect I talked to you guys about. Are you trying to shake me down? Oh, your father's still alive for the right price. Alright, we gotta get a second restaurant. Now, that's probably gonna be buying here. Cool, I got it. Get out of here. Now, before we wrap up, I want to show you guys that there's also advertising down over here, but I guess we have to unlock that with the story progression as well. And we can also buy warehouses, which are located over here. So, if we have say a joint nearby, and we don't want to travel by subway to pick up those ingredients, we can take a store or warehouse nearby, and just pick up the items from there, take them to the store, and we shall be okay. And there's advertising as well. Apparently these signs spin, do they not? Dude, look at that. That's some really amazing advertising. They got spinny symbols and everything. That's awesome. Well, I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. If you want to see a bit more of this, do let me know. I just wanted to show off the old Pizza Connection 3. Fairly good. I'm sorry for the rushed video, but there's a lot that I wanted to put into this video because there's so much to kind of cover, and there's still things that we haven't even touched on, especially when it comes to shaking down other establishments. But you guys get the idea. If you want to see a bit more, do let me know. Otherwise, all the information for this game will be down below. I will catch you next time.